you are a terrorist. I mean, the cartels have been labeled a foreign terrorist organization. What do you make of that?
Está fea la situación, ¿verdad?
Do we keep the border open so that our children can become constant consumers of people who want to capitalize off of us and keep us doped up? No, you shut the border and you get rid of every person that's in this country who are doing it. Welcome to the John Amanchukwu Show. Do me a big favor and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out with the algorithm. Like, share, subscribe, all of those wonderful things. Thank you, and I appreciate you greatly. In this episode, we will talk about how CNN is being roasted for interviewing Trump-supporting cartel drug dealer. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. What's wrong with CNN, y'all? Now, I don't watch CNN. I caught a glimpse of this clip, but I probably watch, only clips of CNN and MSNBC and ABC and CBS because those stations, man, they're just a mess. And we all want real news. We don't want fake news. Matter of fact, I spend a lot of my time on X, so I typically go to X. And then I weigh it with other news stations as well to see if things are valid. However, Sinaloa Cartel member responds to Trump crackdown. And what he says in this short clip is telling. We have some issues in our country that we have to address. And I do believe that we have an epidemic of drug infested communities because we keep the border open, we allow criminal illegal aliens to come into our country and poison our sons, our daughters, our husbands, our wives, our family members, our relatives. And these things need to be brought to a screeching halt. But this clip is going to show you something that President Trump and Tom Homan have been keying in on. Watch.
Administration, you are a terrorist. I mean, the cartels have been labeled a foreign terrorist organization. What do you make of that?
Está fea la situación, ¿verdad? Está fea la situación, pero pues de todos modos tenemos que comer.
What's your message to Donald Trump if he's watching this?
He just said, hold on one second. And so she asked him the question of what he made of what people are saying. And his response is this, pretty much that they have to eat. In other words, yeah, I'm a terrorist, I'm poisoning your communities, but we have to eat. In other words, we got to make money. Yes, your son, who you loved dearly, will become strung out on the meth and the fentanyl that we're going to push through his body. But hey, we have to unalive your son and get him strung out so that we can capitalize off of his addiction. What a terrible statement. What a terrible saying, right? What a terrible way at looking at other humans. This is not a laughing situation. This is a serious problem. And that's why I appreciate this current administration for addressing this issue, because someone is making money off of a child who's being demolished, off of a relative. Someone loves that individual who's purchasing those pills and or shooting those needles into their arms. Someone loves that person. Someone wants the best for that person. Someone is praying for that individual. Some mother is giving all that she possibly can in supporting that son or daughter to make sure that they can get off of these drugs, and they're trying to get them to the rehab facilities. And they take them through the process of going through rehab, and then they lapse and they get back on, and someone else is saying, yes, I hope that rehab fails because I just want another customer because I want some money. This is what this guy is saying. This Sinaloan cartel member is saying, yeah, we don't want your children to be well. We want them strung out because we have to eat. So the only way to put food on our table is that we need to take another life away from a family. Watch.
Todos tenemos que comer.
What's your message to Donald Trump if he's watching this?
Mis respetos, él tiene que según él, buscar lo mejor para.
He says this. My message to President Trump is respect. I respect you. Or in other words, you're right in trying to close the border. You're right in trying to round up as many criminal illegal aliens as possible. You're right. You know, according to him, he's looking out for his people. That's what he says. That's what this cartel member is saying. He's looking out for his people, i.e. American citizens. He's looking out for you. He is. But what's up with these activist judges, though? Many of these judges who are trying to overturn what the executive branch is seeking to do in conjunction with Congress. I mean, it's as if these activist judges are working against the will of the people. You know, I had a moment to go to the White House last week, and I sat down with some angel families. These are families who have lost loved ones as a result of criminal illegal aliens coming into our country. And many of the individuals who talked to me talked about the references to drugs and the crime and the violence and all of those things that led to the ultimate demise of their loved ones. They found themselves at the wrong place at the wrong time, and so on and so forth. And so someone is losing while these countries are gaining from the exploitation of American citizens, okay? From the exploitation of American citizens. He also said, but the problem is the consumers are in the United States. In other words, we've had so much access to your country, and Americans are addicted and poisoned. And so we need to suit the needs of American citizens because they need our dope. We've pushed the dope for so long that they need us to get their next high. Because Americans want it. They're the consumer. And so what do? Do we keep the border open so that our children can become constant consumers of people who want to capitalize off of us and keep us doped up? No, you shut the border and you get rid of every person that's in this country who are doing it. That's what you do. Now, for those of you who think that this is that's a stretch, you're going too far, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I can't reason with you. I can't talk to you. You, my friend, are lost, okay? But to those who are sensible, hopefully you can see the irony in what is being stated here by this Sinaloa Cartel member. He respects Trump. He understands that Trump is trying to protect the American people. But hey, Americans, you want dope, and we're here to provide it for you. Let me know what you think below in the comment section. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I weak or am I strong? God bless you, and God bless America.